Welcome to Black Love Matters, where this serves as a therapy session for figuring out adulthood,
loving each other,
and finding our inner Brock and Michelle.
or Jay-Z and Beyonce, or you know what? I'm taking this to an oldie but goodie here. Cardi B and Offset.
What?
Child, they really serious.
Yeah.
At first, I didn't think they was the real deal, but damn, it is what it is. He not only proposed to her, he proposed to her with a sickening ass, got the damn nerve to be a teardrop, drip drop, diamond ring.
Teardrop, drip drop.
You didn't start singing Bad and Bougie when you seen her ring?
No.
Sickening. Okay? They are not playing around. All I got to say is Jay-Z and Beyonce, they better watch out because Cardi B and Offset is coming for their spot. They beyond winning right now. So what better spot to be in? They both unapologetically themselves, hood, right?
Yep.
Right? Just them. Ain't no, as will we always say, Nero, they don't got no damn secrets.
No secrets.
We knew Offset and them went to jail for guns and done did shit and where they from, right? They from North Atlanta and they done lived some life. Cardi B, she said she was a stripper. She done did certain things and was with men. Ain't no secrets, right?
None.
And they're still giving to the community. Because did you see Offset working with the American Cancer Society?
No, I didn't see that.
He working with the American Cancer Society and raised over 6 figures for them. Smiling white children. I said, he better come the fuck on with that image and making money. What more can you say? I'm on their team. I wish I can get an invite to their wedding.
Maybe we can go ahead and get an invite to their wedding and we can host a special.
Because that is what's going to be lit.
A Bad and Bougie wedding special.
Oh, my God. What do you think about that? Do you think it's real?
Yes, it's real.
I mean, before
it ain't nothing but hood love.
What Jasmine Sullivan? I got a 45 in my Louis bag.
Yeah. That hood love, yes.
But I'm talking about before he proposed. Did you think it was true?
Yeah. You know, I really was rolling for them.
Really?
Yeah.
Like, no, I was there for them in the entertainment stance. But no idea in my head, I never thought it would be marriage and like moving forward and like, I don't know, PDA. I just never thought we would be there.
People said that about me and you, so.
Ooh, who the fuck said that about me and you?
I'm just saying, haters gonna hate.
Who said that about me and you?
I'm just saying, haters gonna hate.
I'm not a hater.
I know you're not a hater, baby, but I'm saying haters gonna hate.
I'm just
and people be like, oh, I don't see how they together. How they?
No, I'm not saying. I just didn't think it was real. It ain't that I don't see them together. I just thought they was doing it because it's like you. What she say? You making Smoney's moves, so I'm making Smoney's move too.
Oh.
But what I do need Cardi B to do is come on out with that CD though, because what Migos do, they do come with a CD. Now I don't care what nobody say for the culture. Was for the culture.
It was for the culture.
You know, it's not something I play with my windows rolled down. But when I'm running or I'm walking, when the window's up, it knock, okay? But I need Cardi B to come on out with that CD, low-key. In Instagram, did y'all see what we posted on our Instagram with Tiffany Pollard? The queen. I love New York. The queen. The first queen of reality TV. She don't get her respect. She put that shit on the map for them reality shows. If it would be no love in hip hop, it was no Tiffany. If it wasn't no I Love New York, these girls would not have a spot because she set the framework. It would be no Housewives of Atlanta. She set the tone. Did you see what that fool said? She said, I want my eggs cracked and my last name drop. Dead, go to bed. And I'm slow. When my other friends talking about what she mean she want her eggs cracked. She said she wants some children, honey.
I want my eggs cracked
and my name dropped. I said, come on, bitch. Come on. I was dying. I promise y'all, I listened to it about 10 times. And every time she said, and then the expression of the man, he was just sitting there. He ain't know what the fuck to say. And she said, and then she went on to be like, I might be crazy, but I'm a good woman. And one thing I know for sure is I'm good to you. He ain't denied none of that shit, did he? She had all types of receipts. And I think the Instagram post, what it say?
When you find out Offset proposed to
Cardi B, you niggas better come up. So relationships about to be inside. It's cuffing season.
I told y'all niggas it was cuffing season. Nobody believes Niram. When Niram say shit, they be like, "Oh, that nigga just playing. He ha ha jokes."
Offset said, not all the hood niggas, not all the Migo niggas, bad and bougie, white t-shirts, slippery. Not all these niggas about to wife up some bitches they gonna regret.
Cuffing season
because
get somebody pregnant.
Oh. We didn't say that.
They cracking eggs. They making omelets in this
No, that's
bitch.
what Tiffany said. That ain't what Offset did.
Well, that's what comes next.
Don't manifest that.
Niggas gonna be making omelets.
We just got our birth rates a little down. Unwed birth rates down.
Well, they
in the
about to be
African
wed.
American community. I
They about
know.
to be wed.
But the way you talk, you telling niggas to go crack heads.
Hey.
Don't even got a frying pan. Y'all niggas don't crack no frying egg without no frying pan. But, just shout out to them. I know we're, making light of it a little bit. But that's what's up. They made a commitment. They both young as hell, too, honey. They both
winning.
under 25.
They are winning.
Shit.
And living their best life.
I think 25 is still a little young, though.
It is.
I mean, I guess they can be engaged. You can be engaged forever, I guess.
I know, right? It can be a 5-year engagement.
The question now is Offset going, oh, no. Cardi B ain't on Love and Hip Hop no more, though, is she?
No, she dropped their ass.
Can she have her own show?
I'm pretty sure it's going to come.
I hope so. But she said she wanted to focus on her music, though. And usually you can't have both.
You can't have both.
Because who was that? K. Michelle said she tried to get her own spinoff and try to focus on the music, and we see where that went. Now she said she wanted to be a country star, honey.
Nobody wanted to see her in the studio.
But she can sing.
I know, but everybody want to see that shit in the studio.
I wanted to see her in Idris Elba. That's the storyline.
Oh.
Hey, anyway, who is you?
I'm Nero.
And I'm Nyambi.
And this is episode 66, y'all.
66. It's Monday, and it's cold, and it's raining like a bitch.
Yeah, we batten down the hatches. This will be like a tropical storm or something like that.
A nor'easter.
Yeah.
A term I didn't know till I got out here, honey.
This storm will be as big as Hurricane or Tropical Storm Sandy.
What?
Yeah.
Oh.
So batten down the house and batten down the hatches.
I got shit to do tomorrow.
Exactly.
Oh, today. Y'all know how we record. We be just delayed. Shit, I'm not supposed to. Y'all know Nyambi don't play with weather. Do I need to cancel some shit?
Check the weather.
And if I need to cancel some shit, I will cancel some shit, okay?
Alrighty. Be sure to leave a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-star rating and review on Apple Podcasts and Stitcher.
Yeah.
And follow us on that Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at Black Love Matters. Remember, that's Black one, okay?
Absolutely.
You got to check in?
I think, no, I don't got no check-in. Because my check-in, I feel like, let's just make our check-in pillow talk.
Okay.
So we ain't watching no shows, y'all. So we don't got no update on none of that.
Nope.
We'll do it later this week, promise. Maybe we'll just condense it and just combine them. But y'all know this weekend, I don't know if y'all do know, we was out of town. So we just going to tell you about our time at ATL, our reflections, our thoughts, and all that good stuff. And then after that, I think we got kitchen table talk. Sound good, Nero?
Yeah, that sounds good. All right.
All right, I'll start. First, as y'all can tell by my voice, I'm still sick in this bitch. My voice is shot. Like, I sound worse than I really am. Like, what is it, Nero? Do you hate when I get sick?
Yes.
Why?
Because you be overdoing it. I'd be like, just take some fucking NyQuil and lay down.
I be trying to have a strong immune system and have my body naturally fight it.
Take some fucking NyQuil.
I'm going to take some NyQuil.
Just up in the middle of the night coughing and
coughing and having. I didn't get no good sleep last night.
You like that baby who got
whooping
cough.
Shut up.
I said, shit, Naomi might have whooping cough in this bitch.
You going to take me? Oh, that's such a sad commercial. You know what we're talking about. They be like, don't you want to protect your child? They be like, huh. I'm like, what? Is that the baby? Is that the baby
Yes.
pooping like that?
That's you. That's how you was in the middle of the night. Shit.
Leave me alone.
I almost called an Uber to go to CVS to go get you some medicine.
Did you?
No. I almost did, though.
I bet.
I was almost that fed up to go do it.
I bet. I mean, you was sleeping pretty good though, Nero, honey. You was sleeping real good. It's like at night I'm super congested and it gets worse the later it gets. So pray for me, y'all. I'm hoping in the next few days to clear up. So hopefully by Wednesday you won't hear this raspy voice in me. But what I did while we were in Atlanta, because I got invited to do a speaking engagement. And what it was the Institute for Teaching and Mentor. It's called the Compact for Faculty Diversity. It's an amazing conference. So any of the grad students that are listening, y'all need to go Google it. Again, it's the Institute for Teaching and Mentoring, the Compact for Faculty Diversity. And it's like a professional and personal development conference for doctoral students, and specifically doctoral students of color and first generation students. So what it is, it's a conference that from day one, it walks you through what's your first semester of grad school to be like all the way to when you're about to graduate and get a job, and what it is to go on a tenure track, or what it is to get a postdoc, or what it is to go to industry. And the beautiful thing about it is it's all brown people. And you can have real kitchen table talk. Like
Yes.
you can really have good conversations about what you're going through, what's your struggles, questions you scared to ask. So again, any doctoral students out there, y'all need to look into this conference. You need to be connected with it. You need to go to it. All right. The relationship that I did, the presentation that I did focused really on the relationship between like your advisor and your mentor. And we usually use like this metaphor of like your relationship with your advisor is like doing maintenance on a car, right? So you can do preventative maintenance, you can do regular maintenance, right? So like oil changes, things like that. And then also we give them warning signs when that motherfucking check engine light come on. So when that check engine light, you got to fix some shit. So preventative stuff is first off picking the right damn advisor. So knowing like the research and knowing those things like that. Regular maintenance is having meetings, but not just having meetings, setting an agenda, following up, having, tools of accountability, and then, those red lights showing folks when it's time to get the fuck on, meaning change advisor, change department, lead a fucking school, so you can survive for your mental, capability. Signs are like if your advisor don't meet with you, the number one killer I always say, if your advisor don't know what the fuck you researching, that they come to you and be like, Miriam,
what you doing again?
Look, they sweet to you. How you doing? Good to see you. What's your project again?
It's a wrap.
How the fuck you gonna graduate? They don't know what your project is. This motherfucker got to sign off on it.
I know. Houston, we have a problem.
Houston, we got a motherfucking problem. That check engine light is on. So it was just good to go there and kind of be back in my zone, in that higher ed zone, and be a support system. And speaking of support, like Compact is like family. So it was just nice to go back there because it was a community of support. I had mentors that were there. Actually, I don't know if some of y'all know, I'm a McNair scholar. So my McNair director was there. And folks don't know McNair. It's a TRIO program, Department of Education, to get brown folks, low socioeconomic folks into grad school. Check that out too if you undergrads or cousins, brothers, cuz, each one teach one. So she was there and just giving me real talk, some mentors I've had from my master's program. And I don't know, they were just giving me what I needed. It was just that uplifted I needed because I know I told y'all before I was hesitant to go to the conference because, the situation that I'm still dealing with my previous employer, like it was heavily tied into it. It was heavily like in the media and, I had to be real with myself. It was this sense of embarrassment or shame I had from it. And y'all know from this little time me, Nyambi ain't a bitch to just run and hide.
Sure ain't.
So that ain't even my style, right? So I really, they really called me on my stuff. Like, sis, you ain't do nothing wrong. Like, you already know the system.
Yeah.
You know the system, and you know how it's set up, and you know how it works. And you'd have to be able to push through that. So I was just so thankful to have folks that was lifting me up, and also giving the presentation. It made me feel like I still had the juice.
You still got the juice, baby. I keep telling you.
I ain't really did it. I haven't been in that zone. I've been in the Box Store Chronicles for so long, honey, that I didn't know if I still had the juice.
I've been telling you had the juice for a long time. Like I said, people don't listen to Narum, but Narum be speaking that in the hot knowledge. You got to get past some of the jokes, but behind the jokes, I'll be speaking that real shit.
Sometimes.
Most of the time.
So, it was nice just to kind of be in that realm and navigating through this and, know the enemy's just trying to stop me and knowing what I was made and called for to do it. You sat in on my presentation. What you thought?
I thought it was a good presentation. You guys really killed it up there. It definitely showed how you were in your genius zone when it comes to speaking that education shit. You know how
you say that education shit. You
talking that education shit. You know how you was like when I had my event, and you was like, you was just looking over there like, look at my man speaking in Google Analytics.
Oh Lord, shit, I don't understand.
I said, look at my woman over here speaking that educational shit.
You silly.
Ooh.
What you like? I'll be like when I swing my afro.
Yeah, you swing that afro, baby. You was talking that talk. Yeah, people crying. You know how.
Don't be talking.
When Narum go out and public speak, his goal is to what?
Make people cry.
Make people cry. When I go public speak, and when I do my public speaking, my goal is to make people cry. Nyambi had people crying in that bitch, so I know.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did. Them motherfuckers was crying. They was crying because all them black kids up in there was touched by white hands. I'm black kids, but all them students up in there was touched by white hands.
You say the black kids?
They grown. These motherfuckers like 25 to 36 plus.
Yeah, they grown.
Getting a PhD. So, all these motherfuckers touched by white hands. All these motherfuckers advisors are crazy as hell.
Fuck up.
And you was just dropping that knowledge on. You was hitting some points. People was coming up in there, and it's like, I just need, thank you, Nyambi, thank you. I thought someone said, I love you, I love you, I love you.
Because it's such a isolating experience, and you
Mhm.
think it's you, and it's not you. It's just the game of academia. It's the game of the ivory tower. And when you're a Brown student or first gen student, and nobody sits you down and say these are the rules of the fucking game,
Mhm.
you can't play a game. You don't know the rules or know where to endpoint at.
So
I'm just giving them the rules. That's all.
my question: you ready to start this educational
I don't know.
consulting firm?
No, I don't know. Don't put that pressure on me.
All right.
But I'm fleshing it out.
Okay.
I'm fleshing it out. So that was kind of the stuff initially. But then, that was the main purpose when we went down there. And of course, we networked and went to other presentations and seminars. But while we down there, we also had some good times.
Mm-hmm.
We talk about hanging out with our other friends.
Yeah. So I hung out with my homegirl Jamila, her partner her partner Richard, and
I love I almost combined their names, didn't I?
Redrick.
Yeah. Richard and Dietrich and Jamila. Amazing.
So me and Jamila met. Damn, it's been almost 2.5 years now. We met through like this online business course, and we both was looking for accountability partners. And I reached out to Jamila. We had a couple conversations, and then we just had like this standing call, just to keep each other on track when it came to like this business class, and it kind of just ran into like personal life and just keeping track of each other and things of that sort. So that was fun, and she was always like, Naren, you just need to come down to Atlanta, like come kick it with us. We'll take care of you. Just come on down. And I'm like, yeah. So we invited, we had a chance to go down there, and I was like, well, I'm gonna reach out to them, and we met up at Top Golf.
Yes.
So,
which is amazing. But nigga, how much is y'all niggas paying in Atlanta to shoot golf balls off a roof, off a parking garage? You ain't think that was? I mean, we ain't even do that.
No.
Our type of crew, we had a couple drinks and some appetizers. But you ain't think that was high?
Yeah. So
I think my dad would love it though.
Yeah. So for those of you who don't know what Top Golf is, it's like this. Think of like a
garage.
Yeah, like a garage. It got like 4 levels, and half of the back wall is just empty. And this garage leads to a driving range. So half of the place is like this driving range, golf influenced stuff. The other half is like a bar / nightclub / a little bit of everything.
Pool hall, yeah.
But yeah, it was kind of cool. Yeah. The idea was cool, but that shit was expensive as hell, and it wasn't nobody out there.
How you say expensive, not expensive.
Expensive.
And I think it was more the timing. So if you go during the day, maybe not, but at night, I think it was like $75 an hour.
Yeah.
For niggas to go pretend to golf.
For niggas be hitting golf balls off the roof, like you said.
I told you I wouldn't even hit it. I just start throwing it. Like what's it called when you throw rocks on the pond?
Yeah,
that's what I would start. Just start skidding rocks. Is that what you call it?
Yeah,
skipping
rocks.
I said skidding, skipping rocks.
Yeah, skipping rocks.
But it's an experience. It's one of them things where you just got to try it once. It's like Disney. Remember me? Corey and Disney, but it's like Disney. It's just something you need to experience once. But the rest of the times, I would just go get drinks and appetizer and look at people.
Yeah, look at people knock balls off the roof.
Yeah, that's just the same experience.
Because I can't even imagine like you'll get bored after the shit like 15 minutes. It's like, all right, I'm done. Especially if you are not like a good golfer.
Yeah, if you don't know how to do it, that'd be exhausting.
You just out there just hitting shit. Like I rather
if you hit it.
Exactly, I'd rather motherfuckers had a bowling alley in there. I wish they would have. Now that would have been dope too.
I mean, I think that exists. That's Lucky Strikes. But it's not open air. That's the thing about it. It was open air.
It was open air. It was cool though.
Yeah, and the DJ was sickening.
That motherfucker. It made me want to bring out my turntables, y'all.
And that's that's why I love the South. This shit was free. If this shit was in Massachusetts or New York, it would have been like a $50 cover.
Yep. Just to get in.
Just to look. With a 2-drink minimum. So I had that moment where I was like, this is the fucking shit.
Well, Naomi was just looking around like, look. She like, shh. Hey, y'all, shh. We all talking, and she like, shh. What's going on?
Be quiet. And
look around. What, Naomi?
I said, just look around, niggas.
It's black people everywhere.
Want one white face.
Did it give you warm and fuzzies?
It warmed my damn heart. It want one white face nowhere. I said, take this moment. This is a blessing from God. Look how the Lord loves us. And it was just so many varieties of blackness, hood blackness, bougie blackness, light black,
Right.
dark black,
Yeah.
all black.
Debutantes. Hood niggas.
all of them.
Yeah.
And to the point that just the culture was different. So the DJ playing in the service, they tearing it up too.
Yeah.
They swag surfing.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even think they play swag surfing up here.
Hell no.
I don't know what they play up here. I leave usually because I be exhausted. Then they paid Pony. I said, come on.
You was getting it.
I was getting it with my 2-step. You know what I'm saying? I got a 1-step.
Miami do got it's like more like a 1.5 step.
What the? You was jealous. Well, I'm a good chair dancer.
And then you got like this little shoulder shimmy.
I like to shimmy.
Yep.
Well, that's because in Detroit, all we do is organized dance.
Not organized. We hustle.
Whatever.
A ballroom.
Organized dance. So if every dance you do is organized, when they just tell you to freestyle, and I'd be like, what? Pick up money? I don't know. I need somebody to yell it out to me. What we doing next? Right?
Yeah.
It was lit though. But we also talked about everything too. Like it was just good energy and good people. Like I really missed that. I didn't realize how much we've been liking that up here. Because I feel like, we're sometimes the ones who, I don't know, that say, oh, let's do X, Y, and Z.
Yeah, we're the couple that's always bringing up ideas for people. Like, hey, let's go do this. Or
yeah, are you interested in doing this?
Yes.
And it was nice for us to just be like, oh, get a text, show up here, be here. And I'd be like, hell yeah. And it was decent too.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes those folks playing shit, you be like, what the fuck is this? But it was good. And we just had.
I'm just very particular. On
I'm not
things.
particular.
Yeah, you are.
I'm not particular. Why would you say that?
You are.
Like how?
You be like, where are we going?
Yeah.
Where are we going?
Because if we're going somewhere, is it good food? Like, I have basic necessities. Is it good food? Is the bathroom clean? Is it good lighting? Is any black people there? Am I going to feel comfortable? Do I have to wear a red lip? Do I got to wear an afro? What do I need to do?
Well, you had a red lip and afro.
Come on, my signature. A red lip and afro is my signature.
Mm-hmm.
So come for me. But again, it was just good having good conversation with good Negroes.
Yeah.
There's just good Negro conversation. Everything from the super, super educated stuff to just the talking shit, right?
Yeah.
And able to just get on that level and be like, nigga, shut up.
Yeah.
And like folks not to get offended. Because that's very Midwest, right? That's very Midwest and South. So you can go to dozens back on each other, right? What I've noticed here in East Coast, my black friends here, I can't really play with them.
No.
Because, I don't know what it is. I don't even put it, but they are very sensitive.
Yes.
And it's like, nigga, I'm just playing. Relax with your sensitive ass. They take that to offense. Like,
they sure do.
I don't know. Like, I just can't play the same or joke around the same as I do. I don't know. Have y'all noticed that too? Like, East Coast people be very uptight. Like, it's like very New York. Like, what you saying, son? You stepped on my Timberland. Like, relax, nigga. Why are you so uptight? I would say it's like Connecticut, Massachusetts, Jersey, New York, like all them nigga type people. They just on 10. Like,
yes.
You're just constantly like a scene from Paid in Full. What? Like just very.
Everybody eats, B. I swear to God, if another nigga look at me wrong, owes me money.
Yes. I'm like, nigga, what? We just had dinner. We had a potluck. And why are you giving that energy? So it was just nice to be down south and be able to do that. An example of one of the conversations you have, you want to talk about it, Nero? So it was Hidden Figures. So we was talking about movies.
Yes.
And Nero first was clowning me because he was like, my style of movies is eclectic.
It is.
No, it ain't.
We went to go see Girl with the Dragon Tattoo for a Christmas movie.
You and Nia need to let that go. Okay? Y'all asked me to choose it. And I chose it.
You was like, we gonna go see a Christmas movie.
What y'all niggas want to go see? The Grinch Who Stole Christmas?
We gonna go see a Christmas movie, y'all. And
you did not clarify. You and Nia.
We know we see a man being sodomized by a metal penis.
Y'all did not say I want to see a Christmas movie. I actually said that I think I would like to go to the movies today. Like I invited y'all to go because I was gonna go solo dolo. And they was like, no, you don't got to go
You
alone.
ain't going no solo.
I do go to the movie solo dolo, especially on Christmas. Because I know some people like, I ain't leaving the house on Christmas. But here come these two Negroes.
Well, I don't even celebrate Christmas, so.
Oh, here we go. Nyambi, we'll go with you. Let's just go in the evening after we eat. You can pick the movies and all that. Get your snacks. And then I've got my snacks. I done settle in the whole movie. Just both of them. Oh, my God. Is this a Christmas movie? The whispering the whole movie. The whole movie.
No, because he's like, we gonna go see a Christmas
It's
movie.
not.
said,
I go see a movie on Christmas, not a Christmas movie.
Oh, girl with a dragon
Look at your
tattoo. Oh, okay. And ever since then,
now they don't let me pick the movie. Y'all niggas gonna learn today.
so they was having this conversation. Jamila and Diedrich was having this conversation about Hidden Figures. So they was talking about how Jamila was talking about how Diedrich's movie rating system is just off.
Yeah.
So Jamila was like, I gave the movie an A+.
Yes.
And then Diedrich gave it the movie like a C. So we was just sitting there like, well, come on then, bro.
Bring it, prove it. And I was saying it's got to be two systems. So it's a rating system when white people ask you, and then it's a system when Negroes ask you. I told you that all the time. When white people ask me about a black movie, for example, Spike Lee, it's always an A. But if y'all ask me how I like Miracle and St. Anna, it's a C.
You didn't like when that little white boy called
Chocolate Giant? Fuck no.
Chocolate Giant.
That's when I wanted to walk out the theater. The fuck is this? Stupid.
But he gave a real good explanation.
Well, you explain it? Go ahead.
Well, I don't remember most of it, but he was just talking about how
Thank you.
when he like historical movies, he like historical movies like Malcolm X.
Yes.
And he just felt like, with Hidden Figures, it had a Disney undertone about it.
Oh yeah.
And I feel where he comes about because
me and Jamila was like, hold the hell up.
But you got to understand, like you had Pharrell doing like all the background music, so it was like old girl running back and forth, and you all you feel like he's saying is because I'm happy.
Yeah, that's true. Taraji couldn't go to the damn pissing bathroom. They got this upbeat ass song in the background.
Running.
Yeah,
what the fuck was that?
That ain't running. It should have been I Don't Want No Trouble at the River. It should have been some real sad. Swing Low, Sweet Chariot.
So I feel like that's where he was coming at, like
the
Disneyfication of the movie.
Yeah.
He just felt like it wasn't
the real.
It wasn't the real. Like they tried to make some of this shit feel like for white people
lighter.
Yeah, for white people feel comfortable about that shit.
Yeah.
Like this whole even the whole bathroom situation. He's like, I got it the first time. Like they should have just made the point like the first time
yeah.
versus having it go through. It's like this running joke or whatever throughout the.
Yeah, it became a joke.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because next thing you know, he's playing for real, running. So I get what he was saying, like, and I understand why he gave it to.
And also, he was talking about how they didn't highlight the flaws.
Yeah.
That the characters are flawed, so they make these folks who, of course, did wonderful things, right, and strive in civil rights and moving forward for women and African Americans, right? But every character is flawed.
Yes.
And why that was never highlighted. You know what I'm saying? Because if you put yourself in a mind frame, okay, I want to make a change. I want to be like that. But yourself personally, you're very flawed. So it's like, well, sis over here, sis brother cousin's perfect.
Yes.
So I can't even make the cut, right?
Exactly.
So we ain't going to the background of what's going on with her or her, her family or, if we ain't want to get that personal, I think we even could have had that. This movie could have been the perfect discussion for Touched by White Hands. Mm-hmm. So these black women are brilliant, right?
Absolutely.
So how do you integrate that into a community where like I said, these women are brilliant, right?
Right.
To
human
folks,
computers.
Human motherfucking computers, right? How do you then integrate that to a community where you're around folks like at church and stuff who might only have an elementary school education?
Right.
How are you still connecting to the people? You can't tell me it was never pushback. Mm-hmm. It was never you think you better or you talking white or it was never that. But they made it sound like it was all hunky dory. And I don't, like I said, I didn't live there, I didn't know them, but I can imagine just from my lived experiences now, and I'm nowhere damn near a human computer. Okay, I barely. Never mind. I can barely do some things, right? I can barely take the 10% off, right? And I'm still getting pushback. So I did agree. I did agree with him.
Like, his point was good.
So it was for the white people. That's just like we were saying about that Blackish episode. Like that opening
for Juneteenth.
Yeah, that Juneteenth. That was for white people. That one for the people. That one for the woke folks.
No.
Like it's almost they could have did a whole separate Hidden Figures movie for black folks to give us more of a nitty gritty, right? Because did any of that stuff surprise you? No. But I'm sure it's some stuff that they lived that would have been like, damn.
Right. So his example was like Selma. Like, he felt like Selma gave Martin Luther King, like, as he was a human. Like, he smoked in it. He was a, we're going to call it womanizer or whatever. So he was all these other things.
But
still walking
Great
across the,
civil rights
walk
leader,
across this bridge to got their ass whooped and shit like that.
Yes.
So, he
Coretta next to him. Come on.
exactly. So he was just saying like he just wished they had something like that for Hidden Figures, and I get it.
Yeah.
But when you got like Disney running it, they gonna.
What did Disney do that?
I don't know, but I think what really had it, that Disneyfication, was you had Pharrell singing
That
like
score.
that
Yeah, honey.
that happiest.
We
score.
need a SZA on this one. Solange, honey. We need a Solange on this one.
Don't touch my fucking hair.
We need a Solange on this one. You right. And I try to be positive with Pharrell, but Pharrell do be on that.
New black.
Yes.
I'm not black. I'm new black. Okay.
I bet. I bet you are. I bet. I bet. That's that blurred culture. It be, that's that colorblind.
Mm-hmm.
I think he done backed off of that though, hadn't he?
I hope so.
Oh,
shit.
I think he done woke up from that a little bit too.
Anything else from Top Golf?
No.
That was good.
But we just enjoyed them and it was a good time.
Yeah. Shout out to them.
Yes. So the next thing, hanging with motherfucking Corey.
Shout out to you, Corey. Y'all heard of Corey. He done left a couple voicemails.
Corey is my nigga for life. If he need anything, all he got to do is say the motherfucking word, and Nyambi is coming through. Okay.
I told you Corey a real nigga.
He is the truth and nothing but the truth. I need Corey to come on with that podcast. I need Corey to go on tour. I need him to do everything.
Well, Corey was trying to pitch a podcast. I didn't mean talking about, you should do if you got a little time.
If I went at the Boss Store Chronicles, I sure do it.
He's like, you should do a Niram and Corey.
That'd be good. I mean, is there a podcast with black men? I mean, it's a plenty of sisters. There's plenty of us out there, right?
You know what?
But is it like black men?
Me, Nia, and
shit.
Corey.
Oh my God, what would that be called?
I don't know.
Niggas with attitude. I don't know what that would be. The new NWA. What is that? That would be good.
Yeah, what?
You should think about it. I would listen. That would be some good shit. You got to come up with a catchy name.
Yeah.
But that would be some good shit.
Because
and do it
all
like
of
once
us,
a week, maybe.
Yeah. Because all of us got the gift of gab. Some more than others.
Niram, don't let Niram fool you. Niram can throw down too, honey. When he get to talk about his analytics.
Mm-hmm.
It's sexy. But focus. Corey's just my nigga. Whoever do something, whoever speak bad on Corey, I got a problem with you.
Mm-hmm.
I'm one of them loyal friends. We ain't cool now. And just put it be told.
Uh-huh.
It ain't no questions asked. I don't care what he did. We just ain't cool no more.
Mm-hmm.
But what I'll do, so first it started off where he took, I think, what was it called? Desna?
Desta.
It was so damn good. It was this Ethiopian restaurant that was the truth, so help me God. We ordered like short ribs, collards, fish, and like this veggie power platter with that. Was that Inera plate? I always say it wrong. Inarja? Inera bread.
Mm-hmm.
That I freaking love with that sourdough undertaste.
Yes.
Oh my goodness. That Ethiopian food, y'all. Even the tea was good, honey. Because they gave me a pack of Lipton, but it was something in that water before.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, what is I said, fuck it. Because my throat's sore, right? And me and Corey trying to talk. So I'm like, give me some hot water. It was good as hell. Like, and I toughed it out. Because, Corey, I don't know if you know, I wasn't feeling that good when I first went. I broke out into a hot ass sweat. Did you see me sweating there?
Yeah, I seen you over there.
I was like, why am I sweating? Because my stomach, like everything. But the Lord looked out for me and got me together. But when I tell you, Corey spoke a word to me. And y'all know Nyambi ain't want to be lost for words. Like, I could keep up with the best with him, but I could do nothing but just sit down. You ever just be with someone that's speaking that trigger you such in a positive way that you can't do nothing but take it in?
It's like when Papa talked to me.
Yeah, and you got to just be like, yeah, I put respect on this.
Mm-hmm.
And you don't even want to say nothing.
Right.
Because you don't want to interrupt their train of thought.
Right.
Because they on the roll.
Mm-hmm.
That is what happened. He spoke the truth to me and I accept and I receive it. And he might not know, like I was feeling a little down and discouraged and just confused about some things, be at the conference, the box store, just stuff. Y'all know me now, Yambi. I'm a Leo. I be in my feelings sometimes. Like I was just going through my emotions. Now I know my cycle. And I was just so grateful to him that he helped me through that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, and I don't know if he knows that, but I just have to really say that. And I want to be his wife. Because she's the real one.
She's the real MVP.
She is about to be one of my sheroes. I just want to go to her with a notepad and be like, sis, tell me your secrets.
Well, she is Sarah.
I know, duh. What else would she be? Come on here. Well, this is not that conversation,
Okay.
but what else would she be? That don't surprise you. Like, it's just seeing the strength of like black women and black love. Like, it just put perspective back on your life, right?
Mm-hmm.
It just really brought perspective and helped reaffirm kind of why we doing this podcast,
Yeah.
why Black love matters,
Mm-hmm.
and why it's needed, because it's such a movement and it's such an intrinsic thing, and it's something that I can't even get the words for it, that it helps you get to the next step, right? Like, this Black love is a beautiful thing, and it needs to be screened from the rooftops. And like I said, I'm just Team Corey, and I'm with him. He got to get this on a shirt. He need to get this shit trademarked.
Mm-hmm.
Health is wealth. And by health, we mean mental, physical, emotional, and spiritual. Health is wealth, okay?
Mm-hmm.
He done got me to be, I'm going to be the best damn Nyambi I can be. My ass going back out and doing a little more workout, doing some strength training.
Oh.
Okay?
Okay.
Because your health, because if you're sick, you're broke down, you can't do nothing for nobody.
Can't do nothing for
On my
nobody.
way, driving back from the airport, I'm checking in with my family back in Detroit, and it ain't guess who got shot, it's guess who need insulin.
No.
It's guess who got stage 3 this, guess who got cancer that. I said, damn.
See, that's why I'm on that vegan curious lifestyle.
Do you know what I'm saying? And not even in a negative way.
Mm-hmm.
And folks are getting older, but these folks ain't that old to be, we talking about folks in their 70s and 80s. We talking about folks, I would say, in their prime, 50s, 60s, right?
Mm-hmm.
You should be living life, right? You had that wisdom. So it's just really put stuff back in perspective. And like I said, I be in my feelings about the stuff I was going through and my career changes, but that shit don't mean nothing if you don't have health.
Yes.
None of that means anything if you don't have it. And just repositioning yourself to get back to the basics and really coming from like a place of gratitude to say, I am here. What Celie say? I may be ugly, I may be dumb, but goddamn, I'm still here.
Ooh.
Come on. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Absolutely.
I am still here. And I plan on being still here and healthy, right?
All right.
So it was just, I don't know if you know that, Corey, but you spoke a word to me. You lit fire up under my ass, and I am grateful for
That's
that.
one thing I wish would have had the microphones. I should have brought the podcast equipment so we can get Corey on there, because Corey was dropping them jewels. Corey's real cool people. Like, I met Corey maybe about 3 or 4 years ago when I met so I met Corey through like a close friend. Well, not even a close friend, like JT. So JT was a reader of my blog and my running weight loss blog.
Yeah.
And we linked up, we talked. He was helping me out, I was helping him out, and he had a speaking engagement out in Connecticut. Yeah. So and Corey came too. He's like, Corey, this is my homeboy. We talked. Me and Corey hit it off, and both of them are ex-professional football players. So we was just shooting the shit, man. I played collegiate ball. Just talking running and football war stories. And I don't even think Corey was starting to run yet, but he was like, oh, like you run? It's like, yeah, man. He's like, you run at 300 pounds? I was like, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, man, I run marathons. She's like, you do?
Yes.
So, through that, like, Corey's like, well, I think I want to run too.
Yeah.
And, and through that bond of, like, him picking up running and, helping him through that, man, we really just had, like, this cool bond, man. It was definitely cool. So, Corey had picked me up from the airport.
Yes.
And we went to this place called This Is It.
Yes.
And let me tell you, that place was it. So Corey's like, Nira, I know you're on this vegan curious journey. I'm going to take you to this place, like this soul food place, but all their food, like all their sides, don't have no meat in it. So no meat in the greens, the cabbage, the beans.
Well, all soul food sides
all
have
that.
meat in it. Except the mac and cheese.
It said no meat in none of that.
Wow. Well, we learned about the smoked salt.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So he was like, when you was talking about the smoked salt, like it reminded me here. And I was like, yeah, man. And I had that shit, and it was good as hell.
Yeah. Atlanta food is good as hell. I've been gaining so much weight down there, honey. I see why folks be getting obese.
Mm-hmm.
Because you be trying to do right, but.
We was going to go somewhere for breakfast, and the damn line was so damn long. It was cold as hell in Atlanta.
It was cold in a bee.
So,
it was colder in Atlanta than it was in Massachusetts and Connecticut.
So we was about to go to this place. I forgot what it was called. Rosie's or something like that. Either way, the line was long as hell.
Y'all should have when we were me and my girls went. It was good.
It was long than a motherfucker. So we just went to Panera and we just kicked it.
Yeah, one with a classic Panera.
Yeah, well, this Panera, I ordered oatmeal. That shit was dry as sand.
Panera?
Yeah.
Really?
Oatmeal was dry. I had to send it back, get my money back.
Oh my God! You
That's
didn't
how
ask
dry
for no
it was.
almond milk?
No, I want my monies back.
Oh,
That's how dry it was.
Jesus.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what else went on? You say you went out with brunch with your homegirl?
Yeah. I mean, that's what you got from Corey. That's all you.
Me and Corey talk. We
All the
always
time.
talking.
Yeah, y'all always communicate.
So me and Corey, I was telling Corey about my the run in and my Achilles and things of that sort. So Corey done got me hooked on get this road bike, and he's like, Nero, now's the best time, just on the fact that the season is almost over, so you might be able to get a bike for cheap. So in between like me leaving Atlanta and getting back to White House, New England, I was just on Facebook and Craigslist like looking at road bikes. And I found a couple that I can get for like $300. And, these road bikes be like, $1,400, $1,500, $2,000.
That's true.
So, Corey's big into road biking and shit like that too. And he's like, this has really helped me with my running game, just on the fact that, I'm not putting as much stress on my joints and things of that sort, but I'm still out there getting my my workout in. So, I might have me a road bike in the next week or so.
Yeah, that's good. But overall, I would say y'all get you a Corey.
Yeah.
You got to get everybody got to have a good team. You have to have you a team, right?
Yeah.
That's what it's about. I know Niram was also asking me what I did. So Niram went out with Corey this morning because our flights left at different times. So I went out with some amazing women. I'm also in this like women's, I don't know how to say, empowerment group or, does that?
Yeah, that works.
Yeah, do you say that's right?
That works.
I love community. And what it is these women, they're a little bit older than me, but when I say they have lived and seen some things, it just made me look at all this wisdom here, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they was just giving me like this real talk, and they was speaking the truth, but they was speaking like truth and light into me. Like we talked about how we were each other's mirrors and how people around us are mirrors and how we have to be aware of that. So a lot of times when folks trigger you or you catch yourself getting upset with your cousin, your mama, your friend or something, it's really almost that mirroring behavior. That's back at you. So it's something in them that they done did that you don't like about yourself. You don't like about yourself or didn't like about yourself or haven't come to, terms with yourself or you trying to get past that, right? And what we usually do sometimes is instead of take that, own it, digest it, and move on, right, and separate it, you take it out on them or you kind of abandon the situation. So, it was just good to have that conversation with women who've lived but still valued and listened to me, right? So, of course, I have my mother and my aunts, but they never going to see me as a grown woman, right? I'm forever B. I'm B who, what? I give them, they probably think I'm about 10 now. Yeah. That's forever 10 and don't know what life is, right? But I done lived a little bit of life. I done seen a couple things, not things, just things. I done seen a thing, right? But just having this conversation with them and also having conversation about what our shadows are and their hopes and dreams and just, I feel like it was even conversations that I haven't had with my allegedly close friends.
That's a word.
And I had a moment there where I was like, I'm able to talk with these women that I know maybe for a little bit under a year through this group. And mind you, this group is via teleconference. So we sometimes don't even see each other. It's just on the phone, right? That I'm able to open up and be this vulnerable with. And they able to be this vulnerable with me. Then I'm like, these are real conversations. And, they were telling me about, because we're all at this transitionary point, right? It's just you at different points in your life. So, I'm younger in my 30s, right? Trying to figure out my moves with my career, us growing a family, selling a house, that type of stuff. Then we have someone who's closer to retirement, right? And trying to figure out what does that mean and when do I buy out my retirement? Am I gonna sell my house? Like what am my kids, my grandkids? Then you got someone that's kind of right in the middle, maybe in their 50s or something, right? Newly divorced and figuring out what that means, right? So everyone's kind of at these points that folks kind of go through and having this conversation and being honest with fears. It was just amazing and getting advice from each other,
right?
Like, because I'm listening to them and then someone said, they was like, "What you think, Nyambi?" I said, "Me?" They said, "Yeah, we want to know what you think. Like, what is your young perspective? Like, tell us something new. Tell us something." Right. So I was like, hey, and just being to share, my little 2 cents of what I thought about stuff and what they can do and what it looks like, especially the person who's like moving to retirement and kind of living this second life. Like, I'm like, have you thought about blogging? Do you need to? Have you listened to this podcast? Have you went to this website? And she's like, what's that? Show me. Like, it's just this exchange of information that I think is beautiful, right?
Right.
And it just really warmed my heart, and it helped me reflect. Y'all know I'm a reflector. I'm gonna tear that journal up this week to say, between Corey, Jamelia, right, and these my sister friends, why aren't I having these other conversations with folks who are down the street from me? And that's a problem, right?
That is a problem.
And not that I don't dislike them, I love them, right? But why can't I be, I don't know.
Vulnerable.
It's not vulnerable.
Oh.
You think it's vulnerability?
Yeah, I think it's a little bit of that.
I guess in front of it, which kind of brought me to the overall thoughts, like, could we move to Atlanta? Like, remember I asked you, like, could we live down here? Could y'all see us in Atlanta? Or we'd be too much for Atlanta.
Because, we do got that Detroit swag.
Yeah, we got Detroit. It's some shit we ain't going to take, okay?
Nope.
It's some shit I ain't for, okay?
Look at here. I was at the airport, and this is just a tangent.
Yeah.
I was at the airport, and I was trying to get a little drinky drink before I get on the flight.
I got me a bomb drink. Oh, my God. It was a peach martini. Lord, it set me right.
Well, they was like, we don't serve liquor until 12:30. We got blue laws here. What?
So Detroit, it ain't no blue law.
So that's one of the things that fucked me all up.
Oh,
That's a con for Atlanta.
Yeah.
I can't get liquor when I want it.
Yeah. Okay. Do better. I mean, that's very conservative. That's very old school. But I don't know if it's a make or break or near. But I think of those are all the positive things, right?
We have a built-in support group or family-ish.
Yes, and like the energy's there. It's a lot of stuff going on, new stuff. It's pro-black everything. And to think about, it's different types of blacks down there too. So you got your Marcus Garvey black, you got your Jack and Jill black, you got your like you can move in any of them circles you want, because it depends on the day which one Nyambi gonna be, right? And I have that space to do until I can dive deeper back into Greek life. Like, all that stuff is so rich there.
Yeah, because Greek life is
huge.
The huge down south.
Yeah.
Midwest or New England.
It's all right. Midwest is not as bad. You just gotta. It depends where you at. But New England is. I'm sorry for all my sorors, bros, frats out there. New England Greek life is whack, honey.
Sure is.
Jesus. Ooh, it's boring. Maybe it's different at the undergrad level, but at the grad level, it's a snore, honey.
Well, I can tell masonry is definitely boring.
It's a snore.
And I'm thinking like, damn.
I feel like all they just do is collect my money. I'm like, can we do some sister socials in this bitch? Like, stop calling me asking for my money. I ain't giving you no more.
I was like, hell, Prince Hall was started in Massachusetts. Why y'all niggas ain't hype?
I don't know. Like, it's just, I don't know. It's just that, like I said, is anybody child graduating? Can I go to somebody graduation party? Is anybody having a baby shower? Ask me for my money. Every other week they want $50. I said, I gotta add this up. No. No, sister. I can't. It ain't in the budget.
Another thing, gentrification is real.
Yeah, so am I okay with that? I don't know if I'm okay with that. Are you okay with gentrification?
The whites are coming.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm comfortable with it.
So here's the thing. Like, I want to enjoy some things from gentrification. I like kombucha.
I do, but I don't like the idea that they tearing down the projects and shipping the black people. I don't know. Where are they shipping all the black people?
I don't know.
Because folks can't afford it, because that's the thing. So we seen some of the prices in Atlanta, and they was high. They was competing with New England prices, honey. Some of them little condos. So $1 million condos.
So Corey was like,
condos.
Because Corey is like they're buying like a house or whatnot, or like selling a house and buying a new house because they can move their son to a better school district, or a better school district, or just to get closer, because right now like they busting their kids out. Yeah. And he was like, yeah, man, like what's happening is you get people that take 2 lots of a houses, 2 separate lots, buy them up, then build this huge ass mansion, and then right next door to you got people that's on fixed incomes. Yeah. And then the taxes go up so damn high because you got $1 million house right next door to you that you can't even live.
Yeah, they push them out. And mind you, these folks like own the homes or been there their whole lives, and that's the shit I'm not cool for. And if I'm gonna pay $1 million for a house, I'm gonna invest in a brownstone in Brooklyn or Harlem where I know it's gonna flip. Honey.
Exactly.
Atlanta, I ain't hating on y'all, but
that's the thing.
I don't know if it's
like,
always gonna be. It's gonna go up and it's gonna go down.
Up and down, because I know, like some of the Hollywood studios are moving to Atlanta, and they're gonna be there for they hot 6 years, 10 years until they don't get no more tax benefits, and then they getting the fuck out.
Yeah, where you in Boston or New York, your money always gonna go up. Okay.
So
it ain't
I
going
feel like
down.
Neighborhoods are always changing, but I just don't like just coming from Detroit and me being like so proud of like my city and my both my parents worked as factory workers.
Yeah.
And like seeing how bad like the factories did they ass during the crash.
That's what makes me
and
hesitant
seeing like these white people coming back in and just buying up all these houses. Because like I was telling people, you can buy a house in Detroit for $500. You might not want to stay in that house, but for $500 you can get a house. You can be a home owner.
Yeah, absolutely.
So that's one of the things
that
that bothers me, because like I still want the blackish. Still want the black shit, but I'm touched by white hands. So I don't always want to deal with the hood shit.
Yes.
Like I can deal with the hood shit like maybe 2 out of the 7 days of the week.
Yeah, just for a couple of days. I can't do that shit every night.
I can't do it every night.
No.
I done been out here with the white folks and I ain't hear gunshots unless it's hunting season.
Oh, please.
I done got used to the silence. I done got used to the silence now.
I told you it scared you.
Like before, hell, I got here, it was too quiet. I said, nah, I can't do shit. It's too quiet here.
Sleep.
Can't sleep. But now I done got used to the silence. So I can do the shit maybe about 2-3 times out the week. I can fuck with that hood shit.
But I can't do the other. I can't do all that hollering and shit.
Right.
All that music.
I still like a good music.
No, not at 11 p.m. on a Tuesday.
You got a point.
You say that for the weekend. Weekend, you can blast it all you want, but not on Tuesday because I got to be up in the morning. Okay?
Right.
I got to be up at 6.
Niggas been touched by white hands.
Trying to go for my walk.
You got a nice little 9 to 5. You out there working and shit. You got a little hustle afterwards. Yeah. So I get it. Like, but why do every time like gentrification it comes to the detriment of our people?
And why does it have to be so extreme?
Yes.
We're not talking about houses was 50,000, not 100,000. No. We're talking about houses 50,000. Now we're talking about $1 million, 750, 500. Like what? It ain't even an option to be like, well, maybe we can do some refinancing.
Nope.
Maybe somebody else can move in with it. Like, it's not even an option. Hell, we priced out of it. Mm-hmm. But you know what I'm saying? Like, we can only afford a loft. So, and I think that's the part that I'm like, geez, I don't know.
So,
I don't know.
He was taking me around this part where we call them rail trails here, like where they rip up all the road. I can't even get out. Railroad stuff, and they turn them to trails. So they're doing that in one part of Atlanta, and like all the houses that's around this rail trail, because they turn into like a walking trail now. Yeah, like all these businesses want to get on that trail and freaking be prime location, and you can tell how Corey took me to a spot, and that's all I seen was like red signs like for sale, for sale, for sale.
Yep, yeah. And that's what I battle with about Atlanta, right?
Yeah.
So we can't afford to live in Atlanta downtown, but we probably can live like outside of it. Like, and I will want to, if I'm going to Atlanta, I still want to be around black people.
I can't do with that fucking traffic.
Oh, that's another deal breaker too. What's going on with Atlanta traffic? Why don't y'all niggas expand that MARTA? Why the MARTA only got 3 stops? You need to expand that MARTA, right, left, up, down, north, south, east, west. Take it to the white ass suburbs. And another thing, why don't they got no damn bridges or overpasses? Everything just straight. Y'all niggas need an overpass. Crisscross some of this shit. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like the freeways don't need to go out anymore. They need to go up.
Yeah.
Like, duh, niggas. See, that's that down south shit that I'm like, so nobody thought of that. Nobody looked at any of the other major cities. Even New York got overpasses and bridges. Right. So no one looked at the other cities that have these many people living there, right?
And say, all right, we can't.
So what are they doing?
We can't go spread out no more. We need to go up.
Up. So that's my recommendation. I actually need to run for city council. Get some fucking bridges and overpasses, okay? And then you need to expand that MARTA. MARTA got 4 stops.
Yeah.
The airport, downtown, and someplace I don't know. You need to expand that out to the burbs, so when the folks coming in to work, at least that alleviate some of that Monday through Friday traffic.
Yeah.
But that traffic, it was 10 p.m. at night, and it was gridlock. And we done been, we an hour from Boston, 2 hours from New York. I ain't never seen no shit like that out there. You ain't gonna be in no traffic like that unless it's like 4th of July weekend, Cape Cod. You ain't gonna be in no traffic.
No.
Like that.
No.
Just to go through downtown?
Crazy.
Like you're not even getting, like, the Boston, New York, you're trying to get to it, right?
You're trying to get to New York. You're trying to get to
But
Boston.
this is just to go through downtown? That don't make no damn sense. It don't, and they got all that air. I just look up and look at the blue sky. I said, this shit don't make no sense. And that was kind of a deal breaker too. Yeah. 10 p.m. at night. 10 p.m. at night, I can roll through Boston any day.
Yeah.
You ain't getting stopped like that. That's
No.
crazy.
Even New York.
Yeah. Yeah, it ain't nothing like that. Because it was like, y'all from Northeast, you should know about traffic. I was like, yeah, like an hour.
Through rush hour, but hell, rush hour still be at 10 p.m. in Atlanta.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Rush hour all day. How rush hour went from 1 p.m. to 10 p.m.? This rush day. I said, how do y'all have patience with this? And I ain't seen not one city bus. Like I said, I only seen a march at the airport, and I make one stop downtown on Peachtree. I said, this is the only stops y'all have? They need to have so much more. They need to have those buses rolling. They need to have that MARTA underground. They need to have that little trolley train, how they be having in San Francisco, because the weather be nice. Like, it's too many opportunities for them to do this shit in
public
Atlanta.
transportation.
Yeah.
But the thing is, the white people don't want them out there.
Come on. No, let's speak a word.
The whites don't want y'all
And that's
out
the
there.
thing. So we talking about we want to move Atlanta because of that, but I don't have time to deal with Southern white people, I don't think.
No. I can't deal with Southern racism.
Yeah.
Even though it's a lot more overt
It's
and it's right
overt.
in your face. And you be like, thank you, white man, for letting me know that you hate niggas and I can move on with my life.
Yeah. It's just something about it. I need
But
to have
I've been
some
playing
proof.
so much with covert racism.
Yeah, that we play with each other, honey, up here. I haven't went to jail in Atlanta. What? No.
Yeah. And then I'll be out here punching
And
fucking
not even
Nazis
just
and
me.
shit.
I think more about my baby stuff.
Mhm.
That I had to be like, hold up, wait a fucking minute.
Mhm.
Like my baby be like, oh, so and so said this. I'm like, what the fuck?
Right.
Up here they ain't gonna say it directly.
Right.
They gonna do some,
Ain't no teacher
undercover
gonna call
shit.
you a nigga wench.
Okay.
They might put you in an outfit that got a little leash to it.
Shut up. Did y'all see that shit on the news? And was it in Massachusetts?
Yeah, that was in Massachusetts.
And what was it? They was trying to, it was a white school. And the teacher, it was dressed up. I don't know. I don't know why teachers like to do this shit. They don't teach theater. So they try to reenact shit. So it was some shit from like the early 1900s maybe.
Mm.
And it was like they was dressed up in this old timey gear. And it's like the two white kids were trying to be the mom and daddy. And then there was a black kid. It was allegedly the baby. And they had it like in a leash. So Black history says what? That's a fucking slave
Yes.
that they dragging around to put them on an auction block.
Right.
Here come white stupid teacher. This is not about slavery. We were just showing what the day-to-day life was with families back in the 1900s. And this was just a child leash or some type of shit. So it was how parents kept up with their children. And the leash should like have been attached to the clothes like a fucking harness, like a pit bull and shit.
Yeah.
But dumb bitch, why would you put the black kid on the leash with these two blonde hair blue kids smiling? Second of all, who black child was that? Miriam and Nyambi child gonna be like,
Not
no,
me.
ma'am.
Not I.
No, ma'am.
Shit.
And then I'm gonna get that teacher my piece of mind. And the teacher's all on the news crying.
Crying
I
and
didn't mean
shit.
it. I love all my students. I was just showing them history and appreciation for history. Bitch, you put a leash on this black baby.
Right.
You don't put a leash on nobody child. But you especially don't put a leash on a black child with white kids holding it.
It was-
with Donald Trump as the motherfucking president.
But it was already sold in there. It was sold in like that.
Stupid. So, that's the stuff we deal with up here, honey.
Mm-hmm.
But and then lastly, we got to say, okay, if we move down here, we're getting old. I asked Neil, was he gonna crack my eggs? No, but we start talking about our family. What would that mean if we move to Atlanta? And
Right.
how would that be feasible? And y'all know what Neil hit me with? Can we touch base in 6 months? Oh,
Absolutely.
so nigga, we were talking about our future in Atlanta. I asked about kids, and he was talking about 6 months.
Swerve.
You swerved that. Was you scared? Am I not even supposed to bring this up on this?
No, you can bring it up. I just think,
On the podcast? That's
yeah,
okay.
you can bring it up
Excuse
on the
me.
podcast.
My voice going. Mhm.
I see it's going. We got to cut this short soon.
Yeah,
So maybe we should just even cut this conversation.
Oh, nope. I want you to tell the truth and shame the devil. You want to know why? Because I want receipts.
Oh,
so
because
go ahead.
you want your eggs correct? You want to make some
No,
omelets?
come on now.
No, I just think, right now we're getting this space, we're trying to sell this house. Niram got like 2-3 jobs.
I like
Nyambi got this
A
box
half
store, and we just trying to figure out like what's the next step's going to be. And I just personally don't think adding a child to the equation would be a smart move right now.
But my eggs is getting old.
Baby,
Them eggs.
your eggs is not getting that
I
old.
mean, they not organic. I done had a lot of non-organic things.
I understand, but hell, you just turned 30.
I know. But you don't understand the process.
I understand the process.
Do you know the process?
Yeah, you know.
It might take more than one try.
Sperm meets egg.
It might take more than one try,
and
though.
then, you know, fertilization.
But it might take more than one try.
I understand that.
It's just not going to be a thing when I'm like, I'm ready, and it's not just going to happen.
Okay.
We might need to take up to a year to try.
We might.
Then we got to go get, like, you know what I'm saying? This shit add up.
I understand.
Years and days go by faster as soon as you clock 30.
I understand.
Because I'm already 35, I feel.
You're not 35.
I done got 35.
Nigga, you 30 in 2 months.
We've been doing this for 5 years.
Shit.
So that's what we got to talking about that. Near swerved me, though.
No, I just said, can we just touch base in 6 months? I said, can you make a calendar invite?
Yeah, but you swerved me.
Because you was talking about this hard, like, come on, let's go ahead and crack some eggs right now. I'm like,
I did not say right now. I said for Christmas.
Exactly. And I'm like, no, I'm not ready. This
You say the truth.
I'm not ready right now.
Boom.
I'm not ready right now.
You scared.
I'm not scared, but I'm not ready right now. I just think right now is not a good time to try to crack some eggs.
Okay.
You should.
There's never a good time.
I know it's never a good time, but I think right now would be the worst time.
Oh, the worst.
The worst. The inopportune time.
That'll stress you out.
We're trying to sell this damn house, and I done cracked some eggs, and I got my pregnant wife,
on the road
pregnant
somewhere.
woman up in this piece, trying to, on the road, trying to figure out where we gonna be at. I can't just put, I just can't be in like a Motel 6, and I got to go somewhere that actually got, they ain't got lead paint and shit like that. I need to make sure they ain't got no lead paint.
Detroit will open us a welcome arms. All right, but that's just what we did. We got to be transparent in our communication. We got some kitchen table talk.
Yeah, we do. Sis Bracuz, to submit a question for kitchen table talk, choose the email at blacklove@gmail.com. Remember, that's black with no K, or leave us a voicemail at 508-784-1111. 508-784-1111.
What is that, Nero?
It says, "Hey, Nero Nyambi, I recently found your podcast, and I am in love. We are in love, too. I love how raw you two are. It's refreshing. Now to my question. Me and my boo have been together for about 2 years, and I feel as if we are in a little slump. Don't get me wrong, we both love each other, and we are committed, but I can see that the spark is fading. No. Can you give us some ideas on how I can best keep the flame going? I'm trying to be proactive here. Love y'all."
Oh, that was good. Mm-hmm. Thank you. We love you too. I'm gonna jump in there because my voice is going.
All right.
I think it's normal. First of all, I want to affirm you to say it's normal for a relationship to go up and down and have its ebbs and flows. Wouldn't you say, Nero?
Absolutely.
So like, don't beat yourself up. Like, don't just think it's you. It should be a two-way street. He should be helping or she should be helping with it too. But I think it says a lot about you and your relationship that you want to kind of nip it in the bud and kind of get ahead of it. Some ideas I have is schedule date night. I know it seems a bit much, but sometimes you have to put that shit in a calendar 30 days out. Like, I don't know what y'all family structure is. I don't know if y'all had children, if you're taking care of other family members, or if you're working multiple jobs. I don't know what it is, but sometimes we tend to fill up our lives with other stuff. And not that we intentionally do it, but sometimes our partner gets a second seat, right? And you continually put them second so much that it becomes a norm. So a way to kind of prevent that is actually scheduling date nights. So putting shit on the calendar and saying on this, even if you don't know what the fuck you're going to do, but to say this night is off bounds. So already having this date in advance to say me and my boo from 8 to 10, 9 to 10, I don't know, whatever time y'all work out, that if anybody try to fill in that time, you have to say no. And that also gives you time if you need to find a babysitter, an adult sitter. I don't know who you watching, where you're at. Getting transportation, saving your little coin if you need to save your coin. I think it's important to put that on the calendar. Now, date night can look different, very different. So it can be a traditional dinner in the movies. It can be going to do something. It can be just y'all alone laying up on the couch, whatever that can be. But getting back to basics, stuff that y'all really enjoy doing when you got to each other or surprising each other, like with little things that each other like. So I think that's really special. Or trying something different. So this is the time. Go on Groupon. See what they offering. Do something like that. Go to a sporting game. Do something. Also, I think what's important is to when you're doing like these date nights too, do it just y'all. So again, like I said, no kids and no friends. Sometimes what we tend to do is a lot of double date type shit to say, oh, we ain't been out in so long, we should connect with so and so. No, it ain't the time to connect with them. This is just y'all. So keep it alone. The next thing I want you to do is schedule sets too. I'm not saying Brussels club means no sets for you, but just in case, schedule sets. Maybe if this is not something you want to talk about with your partner, but add it to your Google Calendar to say sets is happening on this day, even if it's just a quickie. 5-10 minutes. I don't know what your style is. Make sure you put that on the calendar because it just keeps it spicy. I think it's even more interesting when you don't tell your partner you scheduling it because they'll get surprises. What you think, Nero?
Mm-hmm.
Did you say uh-huh?
Yeah, you'd be surprised. Like, whoa, what's going on? Okay.
Yeah, this is unexpected.
Oh, this is what's happening.
Yes. So I think those are some of the things I can think of. You think of something else?
Yeah, vacations.
I do like a vacation.
I love a good vacation. You know,
Well, explain to the folks what vacation.
Atlanta was even like a little.
It was a vacation for us, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Well, explain to the folks what you think a vacation is.
I think a vacation is you at home, you away, you with your bae.
Yeah.
And that's a vacation.
It is important though.
It's something about being in the bed.
In a bed, yes.
With your boo.
Yeah.
With no worries.
Yeah.
No nothing.
Yeah.
With food.
Yeah.
Maybe you guys ain't got no clothes on.
You said maybe.
Maybe not.
Maybe you got too many clothes on. It don't matter because if you at somebody else's hotel, you can use all the towels.
All the towels.
And you don't got to wash them.
All the room service. You can worry about cleaning up shit.
Yes.
And you just lay in that bed. Maybe you watch a
movie.
A hood classic on BET.
Yes.
Maybe you watch a Lifetime movie with your bae. But whatever it is, it's doing something.
It's just a way to connect to intimacy. Like, and I think every vacation has something different. Like, I think you can kind of wear your fancy shit, your fancy drawers, or better yet, no drawers. Like, I think all that comes into it.
Exactly. So when, me and Naomi had a couple nights where we just sat, we got a glass of wine from the hotel, and we just sat and watched movies. Hugged up on each other.
And talked.
And just talked.
We talked about everything. Our hopes, our dreams, cracked eggs. That's where that conversation came from. Like, it was just so important to build that intimacy.
Omelets.
Shut up, Nero.
I wasn't making no damn omelets.
Nero, I want to go to bed and read the Bible. But I just think it's something about getting out the house sometimes. Yes. Like, sometimes you don't have no choice, be it finances or babysitter, that you got to be in the house. But if you have to be in the house, really set it up like you at a hotel, right? Mm-hmm. Go above and beyond and do it. But if you can afford to it could be in your town. We ain't telling you to even leave the city. Mm-hmm. We're not telling you to leave the state. It could be down the street at the Marriott, right? Just get you a room for $80 one night and just enjoy each other.
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah.
It's something to that.
It is.
Yeah.
The other thing that I just had in mind is like just going somewhere.
Yes.
Whether it's and just going somewhere that's out the blues. Like for us, so like going to the casino and just walking around the casino, holding hands, kissing on each other, window shopping, just doing something other than just being in the house. I think that's more or less the main thing that we getting at here is that sometimes, we're being with this routine of like going to work and then coming back home, making dinner. You do find that rut. So, actually getting out the house, whether it's having dinner, getting in that hotel.
I always say a theme park is fun too.
Yeah.
So like a
road trip.
Oh, a road trip is
a nice little road trip where, the leaves are changing. So, go find a romantic place.
Yes.
You can go just look at the leaves change.
Absolutely. Find a waterfall. Go to a park and picnic. Come on, Nero.
Oh, I'm good for a picnic.
I know.
So that's all we got. Good luck to y'all.
Yes, but
maybe y'all crack some eggs. Make some omelets.
Shut up. Come on there. I was clowning people. I don't got no frying pans, no skillet, no Pam. It's sticking. Come on.
Lord. Well, that was a good episode, y'all.
It was.
All right, so to submit your Black Love Story, go to blacklovematters.com/love story. Shoot us a question. You can, for Kitchen Table Talk, you can go to blacklovematters@gmail.com, or if you want to leave us a comment about anything, you can go to blacklovematters.com. We got that SoundCloud, and that's at Black Love Matters. Or you can leave us a voicemail. That's at 508-784-1111. I'll talk to you guys later. Remember, love is ever evolving.
Peace.